Okay, this team, I'm telling you, watch them this year. This is one of those teams that we're going to look back on and say we should have seen it coming. The Florida Panthers missed the playoffs, but they finished ahead of Colorado in the overall standings. So we all talk about how great Colorado was. You know what? Florida had this fantastic run at the end of the season, and now after getting Hoffman from the Ottawa Senators via San Jose, now they've signed Troy Brouwer. Now, Flames fans are going to jump all over this and say, well, he's not that skilled, he's not that great, the guy sucks, he's this, he's that. Which, that's fine. During his 2 years in Calgary, he scored a total of 19 goals. Total of 28 assists for 47 points. The year before that, 2015-16, 18 goals, 21 assists, 39 points. Brouwer is kind of known as one of those playoff guys. Comes through in playoff series. And before he went to St. Louis, he had back-to-back 20-goal seasons in Washington. And honestly, very solid player. Now, he's already come out and said that he looks at this Florida lineup and he sees it sort of like the 2010 Chicago Blackhawks, who went on to win a Stanley Cup. I wouldn't go that far, but I will say this. They're going to surprise some people. Now, I know Flames fans are going to jump on this and talk about how much the guy sucks, but I still think in the right situation, I think he can still score in the double digits. He scored 13 his first season in Calgary, only 6 last season. But Florida doesn't need him to score. Florida has a lot of people that can score. Florida needs guys to play the bottom 6 minutes. And it adds a little bit of grit down there. It might push somebody out of a job that I'm a fan of. That's the one thing that bothers me, only because some of that bottom 6 in Florida, they're players that I like. So I'm kind of a little bit concerned about who may end up losing a job. But you know what? I'm happy for Brouwer. I think Florida's made a good signing, and I think he'll do well. And I think if he scores, say, 25 to 30 points with $850,000, I mean, there's no risk to this either. So Florida, a team that was kind of up against the salary cap, they just added Troy Brouwer for basically near league minimum. And for Brouwer, he got the buyout from Calgary. Never underestimate a player who is motivated following a buyout. Sometimes it's for good reasons. Sometimes they don't rebound, but sometimes they do. So for Florida, it's a win-win situation. Even if he bombs out in Florida and ends up in the press box, it's $850,000 to give it a shot. So as a guy who's cheered for Brouwer before, I wanted Brouwer in Vancouver in 2016. That didn't happen. He chose Calgary instead. So I will follow him to Florida. This is, again, the Florida Panthers in their devious way trying to make me cheer for them by picking up players that I like. So, again, they're right. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you're just browsing your way through, you just happen upon this video. And I'll talk to you again soon.